Um, Welcome to my corner, my site of TikTok. Uh, on the 5th of November 2024, the United States of America, USA, went to the polls to elect a new leader, a leader that will, propel their affairs for the next 4 years. This election was, an election that, though do not make a lot of headlines across the world like it did during the Obama era, we in Africa did not particularly took interest in the elections because probably Kamala Harris was a little bit black, because people of her type in America, they call them blacks. But you and I, when we look at her, she's a little bit light skinned, but that is not to say that she's not black. In America or in the Western world, if you are someone of Asian origin, if you are from Asia, Asia is those from China, Japan, Indonesia, Malaysia, the Arab world, those are Asians. And then if you are from Africa, the whites call all of us black. And, even though they are not entirely black like us, but they sometimes, if they don't refer to them as Asians or Indian origin or Arab origin, they may just lump all of us and say we are blacks. But one thing that I was particularly concerned about, and it actually worked for me, was how America will be seen in the global stage. Now, it comes to a point where all the negativity about the world comes from America. And there are people who say that America meddles into people's affairs, they go into nations to fight against certain things which people say you don't have the right to go and do that. But I don't particularly have problem or do not even devolve interest in what happens, what America does outside of its territory. But one thing that pained me or was always bothering me was the issue of LGBT plus or LGBT, or what we would simply refer to as gay. Some time ago, we were beginning to hear about gays and gay rights. And all these things came from Europe and America. And you hear those stories in Africa and you are like, so those who are supporting gays, like a man sleeping with a man or a woman sleeping with a woman, what did they actually think? Or what did they actually, who are they? Like, what kind of humans are they? That you'll be supporting a man having an affair with a man on an anus, a woman having an affair with a woman. But we thought that was a white behavior. We thought that was a white behavior until the white started transferring what we know as their behavior to other parts of the world. So particularly in Africa, after the Arab world, we know that you dare not. They can't penetrate that place because they practice extreme Islam. They are Islamic. Whereas in Africa, most of our countries who are traditional and Christian inclined, and those of us who have Western education, sometimes have a certain behavior towards these issues. You see, what they did to convince all of us was to say that the issue of gay rights or gay or lesbian or LGBT plus is a human rights issue. And when you bring human rights in, the elite in our African society will always go for it. Those of us who go to school, who are educated in the Western way, we will always want to say that, because we are educated in the Western way, if we are against gay rights, we are on kuf. Because it's a matter of human rights. What someone decides to do with their body is not our consent. But the issue is not really what the person is doing with his body. But the issue is the person telling us that that is what I do with my body. Because, for instance, those of us who are straight, and when I say straight, I mean those of us who are not gays and who want to have sex in the proper way. Having sex with a woman, or woman having sex with a man, or man having sex with a woman. That is the street. What we always refer to as straight people. Like you are straight, yeah. and those of us who are straight, we don't come out to tell people how we do with our bodies. We don't come out like to tell people that if I go into the room and I get a girl, like this is what I do with a girl. I fuck a girl. We don't say it. Even though as a human being, if you are married, sex is supposed to be for married people. But sometimes people do still. Young guys and girls do still to have an affair. But if you are going to have an affair, you don't come out to tell people that I have gone to have an affair, or I am someone who fuck ladies, or I am someone who fuck women. Like we don't actually say it. But why did the gays always come out to say, I fuck a man? Like a man coming out to say, I am a gay. And the woman come out to say, I'm a lesbian. Somebody say, I want to love a tree. But that is a different topic for another day. What was troubling for us and for me was the issue how people were beginning to normalize gay or LGBT plus Q plus, LGBTQ plus. People were now beginning to look at it like, okay, let's tolerate them and live with them in our society. The issue was not about tolerating or living with them. Because when you are with them, they are the people that comes out to say they want to be walking freely on our streets and be making noise in our streets. They say we should allow them to come to the street and hold hands. Like you see a man and a man holding the hand of another man, and they are kissing in public. I think that is what is just absurd. It's not something that is palatable. It's like saying that I have a lady I have a girlfriend. I'm holding the lady's hands in public, which is allowed anyway. We do it, but to now go and be standing in front of people and be kissing, that is crazy. Even when a man and a woman does it, it's very crazy. But if it is now a man and a man, it's going to be the craziest thing ever. But you see, the normalization of these things and what happened, what played out in Africa with foreign countries, with Western countries threatening Africa, that if we don't accept gay rights, they may stop giving us aid. They've used that to threaten us a couple of times. But I think they were just empty threats. But the United States, the president has always been trying to say support gay rights, to do that, and all that. Thank God, Americans on November 5th elected a man who is a man who understands his worth, and a man that has value. His Excellency Donald Trump. Now, why did I like Trump? Why did I say Trump? Trump is somebody who has from day one says, I hate gay. I don't want that shit to happen in my country. And Trump is the only American president to openly come out against gays and his family. Probably if there are others who did in the past, but not as loud as Donald Trump. He was not afraid that his campaign would lose funding from gays, like what happened in Africa. Trump wasn't Trump wasn't afraid that if I say the gays will not support me in America, I will not lose, I will not win the election. Trump just said it, I will not. That is a principled man. I will not. I am against gay. So if you are not coming, don't come. But if you are against gay and you don't say it, but you want to hide and take their money and come to power, how do you not come to enact laws or policies that will go against them? That is the thing. So Trump said he doesn't like, but still he won the elections in the United States. And now he has indicated that those schools that are teaching children how to become gays, teaching children shit, that they can become transgender, they can become what. He has not threatened that he's going to enact a law that will prevent all those nonsense. That is why I think that Trump is coming back to reset America. And for those of us who are American allies, countries that are American allies and always fear the US, probably we will not have our head to speak the truth. And this issue about Ghana and people saying if we sign the LGBT law into bill into law, we will lose funding. If we sign the LGBT bill into law, look, all those who are threatening Ghana, all those who are making noise in abroad about Ghana, since Trump has consistently made things clear, those people have not seen them coming under Trump. That means that they were always bluffing. And because we in Africa, so I think Trump coming into force in America is really going to bring America back to sanity. And those of us who are admirers of the United States will be happy and will be proud that indeed this is America that we have always wanted.